Let's get right into it. First thing we're gonna talk about is you. You're not your past. You're not your past. You're not your past. You're not your past. And I know it's hard for some of us to move on from the past. I know it's hard for some of us to think that we're worthy of successes, of riches, of glory when we had such a troubling past. But you are not your past. You moved on from it. You're far away from from being that person or that version of yourself again. You you're not that person anymore. And we're gonna talk about the first one. I'm gonna give you three things that's why we feel as if we can't forget about our past and move forward from our past. All right. And the first one, I'm gonna write down here on the board for you. The first one is you haven't healed yet. You have not healed from your past traumas. You have not healed from the thing that you feel as if made you a person that's not worthy. All right. So I'm gonna write it so you all can see. So number one, you haven't healed. Now, what do I mean by saying you haven't healed? You haven't healed from whatever it is that you've done in your past, or whatever it is, or perspective that was put on you that made you feel and made you believe that you're not worthy of successes, of better in life in the future. So you can't really get over the past because you haven't healed from it. You've only just pushed it down and compartmentalized it, and you haven't actually dealt with the thing that has hurt you, that has put you in a position to where you are hindering yourself from your own future. You have to heal. No matter how that looks for you, no matter what that is for you, you have to figure that out for yourself. But you have to heal. You have to heal from your past and realize that the past is the past. It's not your present and it's not your future. Okay? So that's the first one. All right? The first one is you haven't healed. Okay? And I got one. Second one is your environment. Okay? Give me a second. Second one is your environment. You feel as if you can't become a new person or you can't move on from your past because you're still stuck in the same environment that put that image or whatever it is on you, right? So you're living in your hometown and you feel as if you can't change because you're only known as this. I was a basketball player and I turned to mental health. And I felt like for a long time being in the same city that I couldn't change because I'm in the same environment. Part of that is true because I am still in the same environment, but I have changed my mindset. I have changed how I wanted to view myself. So in doing that, I stopped caring about what other people think. Now soon I will be moving, but while I'm here, I'm allowing myself to get that confidence from being able to move on from my past and have the cloud of my past over being this person who was super good in basketball, right? Everybody know me for that, and then changed it. I decided to change my perspective in my life and be the person who's mental health driven, who's a mental health advocate, whose focus is on the brain and focuses on progress instead of the past. Now, you have to figure how to do that for you. And what I mean by figuring out how to do that for you, if you're in the same environment and you're not able to get out yet, you have to stop worrying about what other people think about you. Stop worrying about how they look at you. Stop worrying about what they say about you. Stop worrying about what their perception is on you. Because it starts with you if you want to change your life. It starts with you if you want to change your own perception. So your environment, it plays a big role. I'm not going to lie, it definitely does. But in order to even get to a point where you're not running away from your past, you're overcoming your past, you have to figure out how to overcome it in your environment. You have to figure it out if you want to change, because if you don't, then you will succumb to the history of your life and the past of your life by allowing everybody else around you to put that image on you when you have already done said and already done moved on from that past situation or that past period. Last one. Last one. This is the most important one for me. Not gonna lie, this is the biggest one for me. And I think you will understand how important this is. The last one is you don't trust yourself. Okay? Give me a second. The last one is you do not trust yourself. Right? How why? Why don't you trust yourself? You don't trust yourself. Why? How do I not trust myself? How do I even build trust in myself? How do I lose trust in myself? Right? So let me tell you the first thing. You lose trust in yourself by not doing what you're saying you're going to do. Right? That subconscious mind, when you're laying in your bed and it's 10 p.m. and you say, "Yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m." and you see the alarm go off at 6 a.m., you press snooze, and you don't actually get out of bed until 7 or 8 p.m. Those small things are very big in your life, and they compound over each other because you're doing it more and more. So now you don't trust yourself in bigger situations. You don't trust yourself to move on from your past because you're still doing the same things as you did in the past. Now you're doing in your present. You have to change your thought process, and you have to put yourself in situations where you can trust yourself. Right? How do I start trusting myself more? By start doing exactly what you're saying you're going to do. Right? Hey, I'm gonna go work out 3 times a week, and I'm gonna work out hard for 45 minutes straight. Don't go in there and say you're gonna just do 30 minutes. Once you get to 25 minutes, you're like, all right, that's a lot. I'm done. No, you said 45 minutes. However that 45 minutes look for you, that's what you need to do. You have to believe in yourself and trust in yourself, and most importantly, put yourself in situations where you can allow yourself to trust yourself. Stop allowing people, and most importantly, yourself. Stop allowing yourself to break down your trust. Right? We're starting from ground zero. It's brick by brick. All right. First thing we're going to do, we're going to start putting ourselves in situations where we can trust ourselves. You have to trust yourself in order to believe in yourself that you can move on from the past version of yourself. Okay. So remember, first thing I told you, you haven't healed. You have to heal. First and foremost, you have to heal. You have to go back and figure out what it is that you need to heal from in that past that's making you still believe in the present that you're still the person of the past. All right. Secondly, your environment is so important. You have to remove yourself from your environment. Right. I know that's not a reality for some people, and I'm here telling you that right now because I'm currently still in the same environment. What? But how did I change? I decided to not let my environment be who I am as a person. I didn't succumb to my environment. I rose above it. So now I'm in the process to where I actually can move and be at peace and not feel as if I'm running away from my past or my problems. And thirdly, and the most importantly, trust yourself. You have to put yourself in positions to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, how can anybody else trust you? How can you get any opportunities in your life to better your life and then be given to you and you feel as if you can take those on if you don't trust yourself? Right? So I'm going to tell you one more time. You need to heal. That's one. Two, your environment, it plays an important role, but you have to understand how to either remove yourself from it or overcome things while you're still in it and then be able to move yourself from it. And lastly, trust yourself. Put yourself in positions where you can trust yourself. All right? Thank you for your time.